All right, here we have the combination reverse lunge to a step bench hip flexor knee lift. Now we want to always start slow and proceed a little faster as you're trained and as your muscular development increases as well as your flexibility. We want to reduce the knee pain caused by forward lunges and back pain caused by forward lunges plus inflexible muscles, and increase those muscle firing patterns in our power, acceleration plus our deceleration. Start slowly with that step bench to increase your balance, precision, posture, and power. Okay, here we're doing our floor jacks where Elodie is making sure she touches her ankle in midair, keeps her feet straight on the floor, and keeps her arms extended and her hands touching above her head. She starts slowly, and as her technique improves, she goes faster and develops more power. Okay, here we have our wall single arm chest press where we focus on developing muscle balance between our tonic and phasic muscles, deceleration, acceleration, or what we call power, in our strong and weak sides of our body, including those shoulder girdle muscles, as well as our force coupling patterns between the upper right to the lower left side of the body, and vice versa, upper left to the lower right side of the body. Now Elodie is going to show us how to do the floor chest press.
This is our first of 3 progressive exercises where we gradually ramp up the intensity of our development on our shoulder girdle muscles, our spinal erector muscles, posterior muscles in the spine, as well as our hip flexor muscles and our abdominal core muscles. So you can see Elodie is keeping her knees and feet together. She is progressing to a count of 2 and a count of 2 going up, and as she gets faster, she's going to go up to a count of 1.
Okay, now here we have level 2 where we're going to put our feet on a step bench for anywhere from 9 to 12 inches. You can progressively go higher as you want to increase that intensity, but start off with a 9-inch step bench, keeping your hands underneath your shoulders where your fingers are no higher than your shoulders in relationship to your chin. Go down halfway to start, and then all the way down as you progressively get stronger. And then accelerate from a count of 2 going up to a count of 1 as you gain more power. Now let's move on to level 3 with the ball. Okay, now at level 3, we're going to get our feet together on the top of a ball, keep ourselves nice and extended all the way from our shoulders all the way to our feet, and we're going to progress to halfway down as we did before with the step bench, and then all the way down as you gain more power, and then accelerate to a count of 1 going up. Now make sure that you're always breathing through your full range of motion, you're relaxed through your full range of motion, and you stay as extended as possible or straight as possible from your shoulders down to your feet. Okay, now we're going to balance out the chest and shoulder work with the opposing muscle groups, the infraspinatus and middle and lower trapezius with the Y row. So in this line of pull, we're working those posterior muscles that are going to help us to accelerate going backwards. And Elodie is working her weaker arm with lighter resistance than the stronger arm or her right arm. She's going to start slow and then she's going to go fast as she gets stronger. Acceleration and power. That'll build our deceleration abilities so we can oppose that muscle in the front or muscles in the front shoulder. So you can see that she is putting a little more resistance on her right arm. She bends over just a little bit from the wall, get full extension. Okay, now we're going into a lower body muscle group called the abductors. And so these kick the leg out, and very important in posture and performance. So these are another set of phasic muscles. So you can see we're using our cuffs here, and we're going to be standing up against the wall, so it helps with our ability to tell where we are in space and time. And make sure that the face of the cuffs is out, and make sure that you're nice and tall, and that you start nice and slow as you begin, and that you really keep your toes in front of you and don't turn them out. Kind of lead with your heel, lead with that ankle. Start slow, about 30 degrees of abduction is fine. Don't bend your knees. Again, don't turn your feet. And then go faster as you get more advanced. Increase your power. All phasic muscles are more power muscles. Okay, now we're going to build some more phasic muscles. We're going to go back into a Y row single arm swing, but we're really going to focus on more speed and rotation at the same time. We call it more force coupling movement. So we'll start with a single arm, nice and slow, both sides. You can do this on a daily basis if you go nice and slow, but for performance and power reasons, we want to accelerate and go faster. Now we're doing a double arm movement. This is going to be really at more of a 135 degree angle abduction, so we do double arm to build both sides at the same time. And then we go down to more of a 90-degree movement, but now we accelerate faster and faster to build that power. And then we're going to move on to the 90-degree nice and fast as we can. Really rapidly go. Build up those rhomboids, middle trapezius muscles, serratus muscles. Very important for muscular development and phasic power movements. Okay, now we're going to focus on our abdominal muscles. We're going to make sure our toes are straight up and down, our legs are completely straight on the floor, keep our legs close together, and we're going to make sure that we take those hip flexors out when we do that. So now Elodie is starting by raising up her chin and her shoulders off of the ground, keeping her hands behind her. When we put her hands behind her head extended, it adds to the weight, and so she's going straight up and down until she fatigues, and then she's going to switch on over and do a contralateral exercise where she's working on her external and internal obliques now. Just make sure that you breathe easy, that you go nice and slow, don't go too fast, keep those hands behind you. Now in this exercise we're going to really strengthen the quadratus lumborum, and we're also going to strengthen the latissimus dorsi muscles. Really important now to really get that full range of motion. Keep your fingers on the side, the seam of your legs, and get some full tension with the other side. Nice full range of motion. Keep your shoulders up against the wall, your heels up against the wall. Now as always, make sure you're breathing as you're exercising and relax through your work. Now if you want to increase that intensity, go ahead and grab another band and really start feeling that pull. So it's kind of like a side sit-up. You want to feel it, in this case, on my right side.
Now let's do the chest press with the ball. And we're going to start with our arms extended, ball against the wall, legs straight, toes into the floor. And then we're going to lift one leg up, develop more upper hamstring and gluteal strength as well as spinal erectors. And then part two, we're going to bring the ball off the wall to develop more strength in the shoulder, triceps, and then the core or four muscles, the multifidi, the transversus abdominis, the diaphragm, and levator ani, very important muscles. And then lift one leg to increase that strength in the upper hamstrings, glutes, and spinal erectors. Make sure to keep your arms close to your ribs.